Hey gang, your boy Meek here. It is Monday. Y'all know my favorite day of the week. Gotta have a good day. I mean, gotta have a good Monday. Have a good week. Today was actually pretty good. Got a couple of things going on, man. All kinds of new inventory over at MikeShoesAuto.com. Sold 3 cars today, so that was pretty cool. Uh, Helped a military vet. I don't know if you guys know, but we give a military discount, so that was cool. Over at Creative CMG, still giving away $1,000 marketing course. Go click free course. It's right there. I'm actually gonna be adding some of my old courses back because I got rid of them and then people were calling asking for them again. I'm gonna be putting those on creativecmg.com pretty soon. So that's cool stuff too. Over at shopmeet.com, man, we need to get our wheels done, and I'm looking for business owners right now who need tax write-offs, right? Because you're either gonna spend it or you're gonna give it to the government. So I want to protect your business. We can do it monthly, annually, whatever works for your budget. Also, can protect your employees. Throw in some member perks so we can save on their holiday shopping. It's a win-win situation for everybody. You protect your business, you protect your employees, you save money on your taxes, everybody wins, right? So real quick. So I don't know if you knew, but apparently today, black folks have gotten superpowers today. Like this was the thing that was going crazy over Twitter. Somebody was just kind of joking and it kind of went viral. You know how that kind of stuff goes. So I'm seeing cats talking about superpowers all over social media. You're trying to figure out what's going on. That's kind of how it happened, right? And you know how cats are, man. We're so we take challenging situations and make it cool and make it good, right? Like we take stuff that other people can't take, and then we turn around and make it good. Like we take tattered clothes and we turn around and make them cool into cool designs, and pieces of cloth that other people discard, and we take them and make them cool and fashionable, right? We take other parts of animals and stuff or food, certain vegetables and whatever that other people wouldn't eat, and then we turn it into something cool and make it soul food and make it taste good, right? And we take other people's words and then we kind of put them together in a different way. We make it cool, vernacular, and slang, and that's just what we do, right? So we took the pandemic and then we kind of made it cool because we're gonna come out December 21st with superpowers. So that's pretty much the premise behind the deal. But anyway, so I was thinking about it. I was like, man, this is hilarious. First of all, like I don't know if you've seen all the memes. I'm gonna post a couple of them after this video. But if you think about it, right? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Well, there's two questions that came to mind. Number one, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Like if you're watching this live, go ahead and drop it in the comments. If you could have any superpower, like you weren't limited by anything, whatever superpower it is that you want, you can have. I would probably be a telepath. Like I could control people's thoughts, and I think that's telepath. Control people's thoughts and also hear their thoughts. Like that's probably what I would do if I was going to do something. I would love to know what people are thinking, despite what they say, right? Because so many people say so much stuff, but it's just not real. I mean, that's the hallmark of 2020. But anyway, so that's probably what I would do. But if you could have a superpower, what would it be, right? Drop it in the comments if you're watching live, if you're watching a replay, no big deal. Still drop it, but that would be cool. Like, just curious what superpower you would have. And the second thing I would say is I really just believe that we all do have superpowers. I know you guys know by now, if you've been following me for any length of time, that I'm a person of faith, right? And I just believe that God has blessed us all with a divine purpose, right? We are here to accomplish a specific thing. We are here to accomplish a specific thing. God has designed you perfectly to do something in his will. Like that's what he wants you to do. That's what you were here to do. I don't believe that we're here by accident. I don't believe if you're watching this on live or replay or whatever, I don't believe this is by accident. I think right now I had to tell somebody that you have a reason that you're here. You have a genius level talent. You have a ultimate superpower that you're here to do. And you may or may not know what it is right now. You may or may not know what it is right now, but that's okay, because the cool thing about life is you're kind of going through this thing, and people getting started out. Nobody really knows what's going on, but you're just trying to do the best you can do. Your parents are trying to guide you, and they're trying to do the best they can do, and trying to help you do the best you can do. But really, life a lot of times is about discovery, right? So you may go through a couple of things to figure out what your superpower is. I encourage you to go back to the manual. You know, there's a book that's been, one of the best sellers for over 2,000 years. Great book that you should read to see, if you can get some insight and some revelation on what your superpower is, right? So I say all that to say, man, you have genius level talent inside of you. You have a God-given purpose. You have a superpower. You are here to do something very, very amazing. My brother Les Brown always says, you have greatness inside of you. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I totally echo that because, so many times in my life that people told me, oh, you're wrong about this. You shouldn't do this. I don't know why you're so like, everything I did was wrong. Like, oh, you're too blunt, right? You're too blunt. You're too direct. you're too intense, right? All these people try to tell me all this stuff was wrong with me. You have a bad attitude, right? Because I didn't want to, because I challenged authority. I didn't want to just take what people had to say, or, I wanted to insert my own opinions, or I wanted to speak. You talk too much in class, right? Now, all these things, those guys didn't know that I had a purpose. They didn't know that I had genius level talent. They didn't know that God has blessed me with certain abilities, and they were trying to hamper it, right? Because, like when I was in school and stuff like this, and I'm not going to make this terribly long, but I was in school and stuff like this. I mean, I had teachers and I had adults tell me all kinds of stuff. Oh, your attitude, you'll never be able to make anything of yourself. You're talking too much in class or whatever. I was talking because I was bored. Class was stupid and it was boring, and you didn't ask me what I wanted to learn. You had me learn some stuff that didn't even make sense to me, and I didn't even want to. Or whenever I had a question, I wanted to challenge what the teacher was saying because I was actually paying attention. I was thinking. Now you kick me out of class because I didn't agree with the whole Christopher Columbus thing, right? You want to kick me out of class because I'm thinking, critical thinking for myself, because you wanted to turn me into a robot. Like now, they said that was a bad attitude, but now it's a good thing. I'm thinking critically because I'm able to put myself and my family and my teammates and my partners in different positions because I can think critically. Because I can solve problems. People who solve the biggest problems get the biggest paychecks. And as a result of critical thinking, I've been able to get some pretty good paychecks so I can bless my family. I can bless causes that I care about. I can bless people around me, right? Doesn't that just make sense now? Like, because they try to hamper you because they don't know what your superpower is. And I was the same way. The same thing about being too intense. Oh, Meek, you're too intense. You should lighten up. You should do all this. All the people that told me that are broke. All the people that told me to lighten up are broke, busted, and disgusted. Every last one of them. I never had anybody that was a horse in life tell me anything about slowing down. They may have told me, hey man, enjoy the ride as you're going. Keep the hammer down. Keep doing what you're doing, but enjoy it, right? I've had that, but I've never heard anybody successful tell me to slow down. But so many of my teachers told me slow down. So many adults told me slow down. They told me, oh, you shouldn't have to be so intense. You shouldn't do this. They didn't understand my superpower. They didn't understand my superpower, right? That was a good thing for me, right? My challenge of authority and my ability to learn things, right? To learn things and to add my own perspective to things, right? They didn't realize that I have a gift of teaching. They didn't realize that. Like I got to make sure I can digest so I can kind of spit it out in a different way that people can understand, because the key to passing something on is making it relatable. Like a lot of people didn't understand that. But see, they thought I was being divisive. They thought I was being disrespectful because I'm asking questions. They didn't realize that was part of my superpower. Now, this is not about me. This is about you. I'm just kind of going through examples because there are a lot of you out there that are watching this, whether it be live on replay, and you have a superpower. But so many people have convinced you that maybe your superpower isn't yours, or maybe it's not a superpower at all. Maybe it's a negative thing when it really is a positive thing. Right? So I would encourage you to do this. Like, figure out, of course, like, and think about it. Like, when you even say, what superpower would you have? Like, part of that is probably leading to the real one that you got, because you probably think it's cool. And the reason that you think it's cool because it's a blessing and it comes from the Most High. Like, how cool is that, right? They thought I talked too much in class, and now it's like, dude, I lead meetings, I lead workshops, I speak in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, whatever. But you remember, they told me I talked too much in class. Now I talk in front of the class. You see how that works? Like, how crazy is that? That was part of my superpower. So maybe there's some stuff in your life that you got to go back and figure out exactly what it was and what gave you your superpower, what your superpower is, right? And you don't necessarily only have to have one. Maybe you're multi-talented, right? Because there's so many people, oh man, you can only do one thing in life. Well, don't limit me because you limited, bro. Like, maybe you can only do one thing. Maybe you suffer at one thing. Maybe your brain overloads with one thing. But as for me, I cook with all the burners on, because when all the burners on, dinner gets done faster. Anyway, that's my talk for today, man. But I hope you get value out of this. Figure out what your superpower is, man. What is the thing that you enjoy doing, that you do the easiest, that people think is the hardest? What is that? And if you answer them questions, right, and you enjoy doing it, then you'll probably get a little bit closer to your superpower. Maybe you can test it out. Maybe you can try it out. Try a couple things. Poke around with it and work on it and develop it, right? And you too can have superpowers, because I believe that you do. Not just a viral tweet, but really, God has blessed you with genius level talent and something in your life that you are here to do and you can do, and the value that you can bring comes exponentially through your superpower. Take care, take charge. I will see you guys over the top. This is my daily live, doing one every single day. Hey, go to creativecmg.com if you want to make some money from home. I know there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. People talking about a stimulus or whatnot. $600. is what it is, right? But you may or may not have another shutdown coming too, so you need to be able to make some money from home. God forbid something happens, right? That just makes sense. If nothing happens, you have an extra income stream. That's great. If something happens, you have an extra income stream. That's great, right? You need to go ahead and do that. Go to creativecmg.com. Do that. Go to shopmeet.com. Protect yourself. Protect your business. Protect your employees. Go ahead and do it for the end of the year because you're going to give it to somebody. You might as well spend it instead of giving it to the government. That just makes sense, right? So you need to go ahead and do that. And if you like this content, go ahead and jump in my Facebook group. That's on creativecmg.com too. There's a button on there that you press to go ahead and go to our Facebook group, because if you don't, this content is going to be over at the end of the year. Like, I know I was doing this challenge. I've been doing these live videos every single day. People have been enjoying them, but it's going in my Facebook group now. So if you want to stay in loop with the content, go ahead and jump in my Facebook group. It's free for now. And I will see you guys on the next one.